press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi students, so we were solving problems in exercise 7.1 under the chapter triangles. So in question number 8, there were 4 sub questions. So the given data is like this, so I will remind you once again. So this is the sketch given in this diagram. Triangle ABC, angle C is 90 degree, that means BCA angle is 90 degree, and M is the midpoint of AB, so therefore AM will be equal to BM, AM will be equal to BM, and it is also given BM will be equal to CM, so this is also given, so therefore DM is equal to CM. These two are equal and AM will be equal to AB. So M is the midpoint for both these two lines. So now, in the last class we have proved sub question 1 and 2. We have proved that triangle AMC and BMD are congruent. So angle A corresponds to angle B. These two are opposite, vertically opposite angles. So therefore these two are equal, and this angle is equal to this angle, and the third angle is this angle. So that is this one, angle D. That means BDM will be equal to MCA. So this angle. So therefore they are congruent. So second one also, the first one we have proved, and DBC is equal to, this is also 90 degree, that we have proved. How we have taken? First we have proved that these two are congruent, and AC is parallel to BD, because if you take this as the transversal, this triangle or angle MAC will be equal to DBM, this angle. These are interior alternate angles when we consider these two lines. When these two angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. So therefore DBC is equal to, so this is BD is equal to AC, they are parallel. So when these two are parallel, and if I consider BC as the transversal, then DBC, this angle, and ACB, this angle, they become interior angles. Both are interior angles on one side of the transversal. So they are interior consecutive angles. The total must be 180 degree, but one angle is 90, therefore the other is also 90. We have proved the second one also. Now I will take up the third one to prove triangle DBC, that triangle DBC congruent to triangle ACB. So the third part we have to take up. Now consider those two triangles. Consider triangle DBC and triangle ACB. So now you observe those two triangles. So where is DBC? DBC and ACB. So now examine these two triangles. In these two triangles, you observe BC is a common side. In DBC, and ACB. BC is a common side, so therefore I will write BC is equal to BC common side. Now, in these two triangles DBC and ACB, the angle DBC is equal to angle ACB because both are 90 degree is equal to 90 degree. So therefore they are equal. Now we know that angle triangle AMC and BMD are congruent. So therefore AC will be equal to BD. So AC will be equal to BD. So why they are by CP CT. So when we consider these two triangles MBD and MAC, when we consider those two triangles, BD and AC are corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Therefore AC is equal to BD. Now we observe here AC is equal to BD, BC is common, and this is 90 degree. This side and this side include angle is 90 degree. This side and this side include angle is 90 degree. So that means by SAS congruence, by SAS congruence rule we can say triangle DBC congruent to triangle ACB. So this is proof for the third question. So now let us take up fourth one. So I will erase this and I will take up fourth one. To prove that, so fourth sub question, to prove that CM equals half AB. Now, see, we have proved that triangle DBC is congruent to triangle ACB. So these two triangles are congruent. So DBC is congruent to ACB. So therefore we can say DC will be equal to because BC is common side, BD is equal to AC. The remaining sides in those two triangles are BC and AB. So therefore, DC will be equal to AB. DC is equal to AB by CP CT. We can say that. So now DC Observe here, DC is equal to AB I have written here. DC is equal to AB. From figure you observe, DC can be written as DM plus MC. So DC I will write DM plus MC. Now DM plus MC is equal to AB. So I will keep this AB as it is. AB as it is. So now observe here, AM and MB are equal. AM and MB are equal. M is the middle point, and DC is equal to AB. The total length is equal to total length. So therefore, half length should also be equal to half length. So that means DM must be equal to AM. DM must be equal to AM. So anyway, DM is equal to MC. So here we want CM. So DM is equal to MC, but DM equals MC or CM. I will write this as CM only. CM, DM plus CM. So DM is equal to CM is equal to AM is equal to BM. So all are equal. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 parts are equal. So DM plus CM. So therefore, when DM and CM are same, I will write, instead of DM, I will write CM plus CM. So in place of DM, I have written one more CM, because DM and CM are same. So therefore, DM is equal to CM I have written. CM plus CM is equal to AB. CM plus CM is 2CM. 2CM is equal to AB. So therefore, CM will be equal to half of, divided by 2, half of AB. So this is what we need to prove. So this is the answer for the fourth question. Please note down. So with this, dear students, we have completed all questions in section 7.1 of your textbook. So now I will proceed with the next topic, that is section 7.4, some properties of the triangles. So next topic, section 7.4 of your textbook. So it is there in page number 120, some properties of triangles. So we will study some of the properties of triangles under this chapter. Now, so for understanding purpose, let us construct a isosceles triangle. You know what is an isosceles triangle? Isosceles triangle is one in which two sides are equal. So isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. So now we are studying one of the property of isosceles triangle. So let us draw an isosceles triangle. What's an isosceles triangle? Two sides are equal. So let us say AB equals say 8 centimeter, AC equals say 8 centimeter, and BC side base let it be 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. So you know how to construct a triangle. So first what we do is we will draw the base BC with 10 centimeter. So first I will draw so this is say point B, point C, this is 10 units centimeter or 10 centimeter let us say. Now AB is 8, AC is 8. For that what you will do is you will use compass. So where you will, so this is 10 centimeter. Now I will take 8 centimeter on this scale. So 8 centimeter, and then with this 8 centimeter with B as center, and we will cut a arc. The radius remember is 8 centimeters. 8 centimeters. Again with the same radius with C as center, let us cut another arc. So another arc. So with the same radius 8 centimeter, I have cut two arcs, and they are intersecting at this point. So this is our point A, and if I join this point with B and A with C, so you will get the triangle ABC. So here this is centimeter, this is 8 centimeter. So therefore this is equal to this. Now what we have done, we have constructed a triangle with two sides equal. That means ABC is an isosceles triangle. Now the exercise is measure the angle B. So if you measure the angle B, you can see, so now so it is a measure angle B, and you measure the angle C. So you will get equal angles. So in these two cases, so if you measure, you will find that these two angles are equal. So if this is say 43 degree and this is also 43 degree. So you will get these two angles are equal. That means in an isosceles triangle, two sides are equal, and the angle opposite to this side and the angle opposite the other equal side. So this angle and this angle, they will always be equal. So, if we have a isosceles triangle, you remember here, in this case, say this is a triangle. If these two sides are equal, then the angle opposite to this side, it is this, and the angle opposite to this side, this. These two will always be equal. If I call this as PQR, here PR is equal to R cube. These two sides are equal. So, therefore, the sides opposite to those two sides, the angles opposite to those two sides, the angle opposite to PR is Q and the angle opposite to QR is P. So, therefore, P and Q angles will be equal. When two sides are equal, their opposite angles are also equal. So, that is the gist. So, this is one of the important property. In an isosceles triangle, when two sides are equal, their opposite angles are equal. And the other corollary, the reverse is also true. If in any triangle, if two angles are equal, then their opposite sides will be equal. So, this you have to remember. So, now consider a triangle with two sides equal. Consider a triangle with two sides equal. Two sides equal. So, what do you call that? An isosceles. It is called as an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. So, now let AB is equal to, you can take any dimensions, let AB is equal to say 5.5 centimeter, BC is equal to AC is equal to 5.5 centimeter and BC equals, let us say BC equals 8 centimeter. So, if you draw this is BC 8 centimeter with B 5.5 centimeter, you will cut an arc as I show you, and with C you will cut an arc, and this becomes A. So, you will join this. Now, AB will be equal to AC. So, we have constructed a triangle. Now, the next thing is measure the angle. This is a practically you have to do. Measure the angle. Measure the angle B and C. Angle B and angle C, and found that, and you will found that they are equal. They are equal. So, when two sides are equal, then the opposite to AC is this angle and opposite to AB is this angle. The opposite angles will be equal. So, therefore, angle B will be equal to angle C. Angle B will be equal to angle C. So, based on this, we can state theorem 7.1. So, now where is this? theorem 7.1. Theorem 7.1. With this knowledge, what we can see, angles opposite to equal sides. Angles opposite to equal sides. Angles opposite to equal sides. AB and AC are equal sides. AB opposite is C. Therefore, angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle. Are equal. So, this is the statement. So, theorem 7.1 statement, angles opposite to equal sides of an isosceles triangle are equal. Now, proof of this. So, what is given here? ABC, given triangle ABC where AB is equal to AC. So, it is given BC may be of any length, so that does not matter, BC may be of any length. If AC is equal to AB is equal to AC, then we have to prove that. To prove angle B is equal to angle C. So, now we have to make, for the purpose of proof, we have to make one small construction here. See, draw an angular bisector from A to touch base BC at D. So, this is angular bisector. I will call this as point D. So, this is the angular bisector. Draw bisector of angle A to touch or to intersect BC at D. So, now we have drawn a angular bisector and it is touching BC at D. Now, consider these two triangles ABD and ACD. So, now consider and examine the comparison of two triangles. Consider triangle ABD and triangle ACD. So, in these two triangles, what we found out? AB is equal to AC, it is given. So, AB of this triangle is equal to AC of the other triangle. So, it is given because it is an isosceles triangle. Now, in both these two triangles, AD is a common side. So, AD is equal to AD common side. Now, this side is equal to this side and this is a common side, and BAD will be equal to CAD. These two angles will be equal because AD is the bisector. So BAD, angle BAD is equal to CAD. Reason is AD is bisector. Bisector means it divides, AD divides BAC total angle into two equal parts. So therefore these two angles are equal. Now side angle side of one triangle are equal in respect with side angle side of the other triangle. So therefore by SAS congruence rule, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. Now observe here, this is 90 degree, this is 90 degree. This angle is equal to this angle. Then the corresponding angles are B and C. See, when the two triangles are congruent, so therefore B and C are equal. So therefore angle B is equal to angle C. I will write in bracket by CP CT, corresponding parts of the congruent triangles. Therefore B is equal to C. That is what we have to prove. So we have proved that if two sides of a triangle are equal, then their opposite angles B and C will be equal. Now, so let us examine the converse of this. So we have understood that if two sides are equal in a triangle, then their opposite angles will be equal. So in an isosceles triangle, two sides are equal, then their opposite angles will be equal. So now, so let us examine what happens if two angles are equal, whether the sides are equal or not. So take some base, whatever may be the length, say this is BC. Now angle B you take up, say some 50 degree from here, say this is 50 degree. So I will draw a line, 50 degree line. So what I have done is, angle B I have taken 50 degree, I will draw a line. This is 50 degree. So now angle C also you take 50 degree. Now join this point with C and extend to get a triangle. This is 50 degree. So what I have done, I have taken a base BC, say 12 centimeter, angle B I have taken 50 degree, angle C I have taken 50 degree. So now I will call this as point A. These two 50 degree line and 50 degree line from point C meet at A. So I got the triangle ABC. So your known data is these B and C are 50 degree and 50 degree. Now I have to prove that or examine that AB, whether AB is equal to AC or not, the reverse. So whether AB is equal to AC or not. So this we have to examine. So now what you do is you after constructing like this, you measure AB and AC practically and you will find that the side AB will be equal to AC. So now to prove the converse, construct a triangle, construct a triangle with base BC, say 12 centimeter, it may be of any length, and angle B is equal to 50 degree and angle C is equal to 50 degree. Now we got the triangle ABC, these two angles are equal. Now as usual, draw the bisector of A to meet BC at D. Draw bisector of A, angle A, to meet BC at D. BC at D. Now compare the triangles ABD and ACD. Consider ABD, triangle ABD and triangle ACD. Now in these two triangles, if you make comparison, observe here, angle B is equal to angle C is equal to 50 degree. So it is given data, we have by construction we have made equal. So therefore they are equal, and BDA will be equal to CDA. They are 90 degree. BDA is equal to CDA is equal to 90 degree. These two angles are equal. See, these two angles are equal and these two angles are equal. Then this BAD angle BAD is equal to CAD, yeah, why they are equal, these two angles, this angle is equal to this angle, why they are equal, AD is the bisector, AD is bisector, so in these two triangles AB, AD is common, AD is equal to AD common side. Now, so since this is 50-50 and A is the bisector, D is the midpoint, so therefore BD is equal to DC, BD is equal to DC, and BDA angle is equal to CDA is equal to 90 degree. So therefore by SAS congruence, triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So therefore we can say corresponding sides, this side is correspond to this side, so therefore AB will be equal to AC, I will write by CPCT, so the reverse also we have proved. So let us discuss the remaining topics in the next class. So thank you all.